There have been 19 homicides in Fort Wayne in just the first 5 months of 2013.
So if we stay on this pace, we could easily surpass our average of 35 to 40 homicides each year. As we wrap up the month of May, I sat down with Mayor Tom Henry to find out just how big the problem is and what's being done about it. As you know, we have been focusing some of our reporting efforts this month on answering the question, is Fort Wayne really a dangerous place? If I pose that question to you, what is your answer?
My immediate answer is no. Certainly a city our size, 250,000 people. We're about the 75th largest city in the country. We are going to have our share of challenges. And unfortunately, one of those challenges is a group of individuals, primarily men, young men, normally the ages of about 16, 17 to about 23. We have about 50 to 100 what we would consider very dangerous individuals, individuals who have a criminal record, individuals that we know are really bad people. There are another several hundred who follow them.
And so what you're saying is that the crime that we're experiencing is pretty isolated.
If you look back at the homicides that have been happening in the city of Fort Wayne since January, I think we've had 19 now, most of them have been gang and drug related. Those are the primary areas of concern.
Why do you think people in the public are so critical of the police chief or your administration and say that you're not doing enough?
Well, I guess my comeback is, what else would they expect us to do at this point? We are in the process now of talking to City Council about asking for more police officers. We work with the county and with the state police and with the DEA and the FBI, so we brought in other agencies. We're working with the faith-based community and with social service agencies. I think understanding the environment, I think we're pretty much doing all we can do. Our challenge now, in Fort Wayne particularly, is to try to get access to those young men at a younger age. And I'm talking elementary school, because by the time you're 10 or 12 years old, you have really developed your foundation. Your value system is probably in place. Your character is probably pretty well built.
How much of this is a leadership problem, and how much of it is the responsibility of all of us in the community to get involved and take care of this?
It's got to be the entire community. I don't think the city government alone, or the school system alone, or churches alone, or social service agencies alone can accept total responsibility, or parents. I think it's got to be a total community effort.
And when I asked Mayor Henry why more homicides aren't solved, he said one big problem is that witnesses seldom come forward with information because they're either protecting someone or they're afraid of retribution. Also, he continued to stress that while the numbers seem high, it's not abnormal to see a surge in criminal activity followed by a lull. So he says by the end of 2013, he expects Fort Wayne to be within our annual average of 35 to 40 homicides.